Wes Watson, the man, the myth, the legend. Everybody knows who Wes is. When you see him rolling up in that Bugatti with the WW on his chest and Dago on his stomach, you can only assume that, damn, that's that white boy from San Diego, Wes Watson. He runs shit. And that's exactly how Wes Watson was in prison. Or was he? Well, Wes Watson is an ex-criminal who spent 10 years behind bars and has recently been getting called out by other content creators saying that he is scamming people and that his whole business is founded on a bunch of lies. Namely, that he was some sort of shot caller in prison. Well, there's a YouTuber by the name of Dubs. This guy is basically what Wes Watson pretends to be. He is someone who has really done the hard yards in the California prison system. Unlike Wes, this guy, if I am correct, spent the entirety of 24 years in California's maximum state prisons, including Pelican Bay, amongst others. Which, if you know anything about California prison, which I can't say I do, but I mean, come on, everyone's heard of Pelican Bay, right? So this guy's the shit. Everyone who speaks about him says, yep, this guy is what he says he is, and when you watch his videos, his demeanor is nothing like Wes's. Wes puts on this character of a tough guy, which is so hard to believe because it is just ridiculous. If Wes were to act like that in his day-to-day life, he would be getting knocked out on the daily. He is not some sort of tough guy, or at least that's the consensus the internet seems to be coming. Let's take a look at how Wes Watson managed to fuck his brand so colossally. Let's take a deep dive into the Wes Watson iceberg. In order for us to find out who Wes Watson really is, we first need to travel back to the beginning of his career. Wes first appeared on the social media scene 5 or 6 years ago. He claimed to be fresh out of prison, having just gotten home after spending 10 years locked up in the California prison system, where he claims to have been a shot caller. He would make videos about prison, portraying himself to be a gang leader in prison. The YouTuber named Dubs, who actually was, for some of his prison sentence, a shot caller in the California prison system, has made many videos exposing Wes Watson as a fraud. Wes likes to pretend as though he was a multi-millionaire from selling the devil's lettuce prior to his arrest. Dubs, alongside fellow YouTuber Jesse on Fire, exposed that Wes in fact was a junkie before prison and was sleeping on friends' couches. This is a stark contrast to Wes's claims of being a multi-millionaire and driving an Escalade to high school that he had bought at the age of 16 or 17, slanging. Now, there's not much harm in a guy who is clearly a compulsive liar making up stories as long as nobody is negatively impacted. However, in Wes's case, people have been impacted to the tune of millions and millions of dollars scammed. How, you might ask? Well, Wes offers a program. I guess it's a program of some sort where you learn to become an alpha male and then you start charging other people to learn to become an alpha male, and then as you gain more clients, you become higher on the pyramid, with Wes being at the top of the pyramid, the people he coaches being below him on the pyramid, funneling customers to Wes. The more customers, or shall I say victims, that an alpha male coach acquires, the higher on the pyramid they will be. The higher they are on the pyramid, the more money they will acquire. If you are familiar with MLM schemes or pyramid schemes, then you will be familiar with the framework of the type of business Wes is running. So let's say I am someone who is insecure. Maybe I didn't have a father figure growing up. I see Wes on YouTube yelling and screaming about how men need to be motivated. They need to go to the gym. They need to make money. You might say that if I am inspired by Wes's videos to go out, make money, go to the gym, lose weight, gain muscle, that is a good thing. But here's the thing. In order to join Wes's inner circle of alpha males, the price tag is $40,000 per year. Basically, Wes is charging men $40,000 per year so that they can maybe FaceTime him once a month and have him yell at them, scream at them, and call them a bitch. However, any reasonable person would know they want to be absolutely nothing like Wes. Hell, the guy can't even afford a t-shirt apparently. He also lied about his position in prison. He was never a shot caller. In fact, there is more evidence to support Wes offering man-on-man services inside of prison in order to make money and be protected than there is evidence of Wes ever being a shot caller. So the man who wants to teach the youth to be an alpha male allegedly was providing men intimate services in prison for a couple of honey buns. Any sane person would know how absolutely absurd that is. Although there is no concrete evidence for Wes being a homosexual inside of prison, or as some would say, he was just gay for the stay. Regardless, he has recently become very, very close with fellow fitness influencer Carly Muscle, who is known for being a corn star in adult films made for men who are more than just gay for the stay or gay for pay. This has confirmed the suspicions that Wes is bisexual. You buy Wes things, he will become sexual. Thus, Wes is a bisexual. So, if you are wondering what's all the hate about towards Wes Watson, let me quickly summarize for you. Wes lied about being in prison for 10 years. He lied about being a shot caller in prison. He is a confirmed closeted man lover who claims to be an alpha male, but when called out by fellow YouTuber Kenny KO to engage in a boxing match to prove if he really is an alpha male, Wes went silent on the issue and instead puts out a video saying that he is so tough and he is that tough that no man on earth would ever be willing to fight him. He went on to say that he will be at Elevation Gym in Miami, Florida every Saturday at 8 AM if anyone wants to fight him, which quite frankly, I think is a risky move. A lot of people don't like this guy. A lot of people probably would show up at 8 o'clock in Miami Elevation Gym to fight this guy. He is not as tough as he thinks he is. He is simply delusional. Quite frankly, I think I could give this guy a left-right good night. I feel as though he is cruising for a bruising and he needs to cop a right hook or a triple roundhouse kick straight to that big nose of his. There is too much ridiculousness to fit into one video when it comes to Wes Watson. So if you guys have any specific video requests about Wes Watson, let me know which subject I should cover next. I went out and bought a brand new microphone. I hope it's alright quality, just so I could roast this clown, Wes Watson. If you know any other clowns I should be roasting, like Wes Watson, Curly Muscle, Big Boy, drop in the comments who you'd like to see me make a video on next.